Every day, there are incredible preparedness deals floating around the internet, but who has time to dig through dozens of websites to find them? That's why we created preparedness.com, your one-stop site for the best prepper deals online. Our team scans the web, finds the biggest discounts on survival gear, food storage, water filters, radios, and more, and posts them in one easy place. No more wasting hours searching or missing out on limited time sales. At prepperfinds.com, you'll see the best deals every single day, so you can save money while stocking up on what really matters. Check it out today at prepperfinds.com. Bookmark it, visit daily, and never miss a deal that could keep your family prepared. That's prepperfinds.com, where smart preppers shop.
Survive, thrive, stay alive. It's time to get prepared with the Prepping Academy podcast.
All right, welcome to the Prepping Academy. I am Forrest Garvin. I am your host, and not sure where Patrick is this evening, but anyway, hey, thank you for joining us. Man, I love sharing some of my knowledge and skills, or the lack of, no. But yeah, I've been doing this for 25 years. Literally, I've been a prepper. I've had a survival group for over 25 years. Tell me one person that you know of in the world that has one. Well, I bet you can't. But anyway, so I do enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys, this is a note taker right here. This one's going to be on food security and today's economy. And we're going to be, so if you missed my last one, I don't know if Patrick, I think my last one, the last one we had was called Solar Cooking with a My Solar Oven, where I introduced everyone to the My Solar Oven product that my family, it's a family-owned, veteran-owned, United States made and built product that you need to support. You need to go listen to that podcast. You can listen to this one first and then you go, but you got to listen to that one. That's how to cook the food. This is about the food, okay? So you can go look at it's called Solar Cooking with the My Solar Oven, which is my new family company business that we've created with my kids. And oh my gosh, I've been in business and an entrepreneur forever. Since Moses. And just kidding. And now my kids are involved, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm letting them do like 99% of the lifting. They're coming up with their own things, their own marketing plans, everything. So it's fun. So, I put my money where my mouth is. When it comes to, like, when I teach the classes I teach online, I tell my home-based business people, hey, teach your kids. Teach your family. The best wealth you can give them is education and knowledge so they can go and be successful. That's way better than leaving a kid $1 million. Absolutely. If you think not, then we're not on the same page. But today is on food security and today's economy, because it's kind of weird out there. So most people think food shortages happen overnight. Come on now. That's not true. Empty shelves, panic buying, and chaos. That's really, when does that ever happen in your lifetime? It didn't even happen that way, 100 years ago. It was a slow burn. Food insecurity builds slowly. Prices go higher. Smaller portions. Now we're seeing the smaller portions. Kind of makes me mad, because when I buy a box of cereal, I want it to be full, and it's like, wait, the bag is half full. Potato chips, oh my goodness. And so limited availability sometimes as well. But things have changed. Things are changing. We're getting smaller portions, which are good for some people. So the people that can't control the food consumption, that's good, I guess. But people that can control it, we're paying like more money for less product. We're like, oh, it's very frustrating. So today we're going to talk about food security in today's economy, what's really happening, what's going on, what you should do, the mistakes that can cost you not only money, but your life. All of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, we're getting serious now. He just said it cost my life. Yeah, I'm serious about that. But hey, again, I'm Forrest. Welcome to Prepping Academy. And it's not about panicking. We should never panic. We should always plan. Being ahead of the curve. Who had toilet paper before the pandemic? I see some of you with your hands up. So when people are going to go get toilet paper, you're like, what are they doing? What is going on? What, you only keep like a week's worth of toilet paper in your house? What is wrong with you? Something, I mean, seriously. Yeah. Preppers, we keep a couple months, we'll say, if not more. We have the alternative devices, that we can clean our pooper. So, this is kid friendly, okay? Now, just be careful. So the food system currently is very fragile. We don't see how fragile it is because they're doing a great job showing us that it's not. They're getting food in our markets every single day, and they're working their butts off to get it there. Huge supply chain, trucks, trains, ships, planes, all this is going on to make sure you have food in your grocery store. And so you don't panic. So they're spending a ton of money to make sure you don't see that we're in a fragile system right now. And you're like, well, we're not. This is always food in my grocery store. Yes, they're paying billions and billions of dollars to make sure it's there, so you don't have that problem. Okay. So right now, what's going on over there in Iraq? The blockade is going on. What's not getting out? Well, there's petroleum products, yes, but there's also fertilizer. What's that going to do? Because you're like, well, I only eat food that is naturally grown. Oh, baloney! You do. Most of you guys don't. Organic. You can't eat all organic. Not everything's organic. If you do, wow, you're totally weird. No, it's a good thing. I'm not slamming you. Don't take it as bad, but if you're eating 100% organic, you're weird. Let's just say. We try to eat a lot of our stuff organic. So we're somewhat weird, but if you're 100%, great. I mean, that is wonderful. And I'm going to cheer you and support you, but you're a little odd. And you need to lay off the essential oils just a little bit because we can smell them out in public. Okay, I'm just sorry. Don't be hanging up on me. Don't be knocking me off the podcast tube here now. Just being real. So fertilizer is a big problem right now, and the farmers are not going to be able to use it this year. There's a lack of fertilizer in America and around the world because a lot of the fertilizer comes from that area. And that's not good. That's going to mean we're going to have lower yields and less produce and product to go to the food mills or to the farmers market. It's just not going to be as much. We've got to maybe prepare for that. Fuel costs is going up. That means the price of our food's going up because they spend money with trains, planes, and autos to get this food shipped so you can have it and not cry tomorrow because you're hungry. We literally spend a ton of money on fuel and weather. The weather in the Southeast right now, I know in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're at severe drought. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even notice. I didn't even miss the rain. But yeah, we're at severe drought. What's that going to do to crops? Probably a lot. Maybe, again, the yield, again, a multiplier. Less food. Food costs is going up. Less fertilizer. Less yield. it's an issue. I'm not saying it's going to, people are going to die from it, but it's going to be a problem. So we're in this just-in-time inventory. Matter of fact, you go to Walmart, you buy an ear of corn, and it literally shows up at the farmer's door computer the next day. Oh, yesterday, Harris Teeter sold 714 ears of corn. Okay, I got to replace them. And boom, they're gone that day. I mean, literally, it's kind of like a just-in-time. So as soon as something's sold, everyone down people supplying it, shipping it, they all know gotta ship some corn, and that's called just in time. It gets to the market just as everything else runs out. There's more there on the shelf. When it's not just in time, and sometimes something fails in that system, you'll see some shelf space that's empty, and you're like, "Hey, oh my gosh, we're running out." Oh wait, that's just Ruffles potato chips. Okay, we can do without that until the shipment comes in. The world's not going to end. So, but there has to be a constant delivery of food. And we have the best system in the world here in America to make sure that happens. But the cost pressure is going to be kind of rough for us. I mean, literally, the prices are going to rise slowly. Fuel costs, lack of fertilizer, lower yield. Shrink inflation, they call this, where they're going to make packages smaller and charge you more or charge you the same price. They're going to have lower quantities of the food. So there's a lot of things going to happen. Labor shortages in the fields. I mean, I don't want to go down this trail, but, I don't want to pick potatoes or something in the fields. And that's why I went to school and college. And so I didn't have to do that. But at some point, we may have to have our kids and grandkids may have to get back in the fields, and we go old school and do a lot of the work ourselves. Because, migrants have been just such a blessing on America. They really have. They've also been an issue. There has to be a balance, though. And I think we were getting out of balance there a little bit. So don't ask me my views, okay? So food isn't disappearing. It's becoming less reliable and more expensive. There's transportation, labor, even where you live. I mean, so bananas. I mean, how are you going to get the bananas all the way to, Minnesota? That costs more money to do that. So, anyway, so we need to stock up. You need to save food. I'm going to make some statements here you guys are not going to agree with, and I care about you. I don't care about some of your opinions, okay? But I do care about you. I really do. I literally pray for you guys all the time that we can make this through, whatever comes to America. But let me just say, we need to stock up food. You need to put rice, beans, pasta, canned goods, freeze-dried goods, especially freeze-dried. Oh, goodness, they're so good. Cooking oil, salt, pepper, spices, coconut oil, all kinds of stuff. We need to save it and store it. And you need to do that every week. I'm not a big canned food kind of guy because there's a lot of I can have better freeze-dried food than I can canned food. But canned food, if you like it, do it. And you need to take your pantry and double it. Hey, let's take a quick break.
Has your data been hacked? Do you feel uneasy about the vulnerability of your personal information online? Were you involved in the Target, LinkedIn, or Microsoft data leaks? Don't know? If not, then pay attention. Join Forrest Garvin from PrepperNet for a free webinar on privacy and security. Gain insights into safe internet browsing, VPNs, crafting online aliases, secure emails, detecting if your data has been hacked, and managing passwords. Secure your spot today for this webinar on privacy and security. It's free. This webinar delves into comprehensive strategies for bolstering your online privacy. We've got you covered, From fortifying your passwords to shielding your financial information and mastering state-of-the-art encryption techniques. We're offering 2 convenient dates to suit your schedule. Reserve your spot now at preppernet.com/privacy. Don't let cyber threats erode your peace of mind any longer. Take the first step toward a safer, more secure online experience by joining us for our free webinar. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to safeguarding your privacy. Sign up now at preppernet.com/privacy. We'll see you there.
Take your pantry again and double it. Take your pantry in and double it. I'm going to just be, a lot of people are just going, you need 2 weeks. No, you don't need 2 weeks. How long do you want to live? That's the question. How long do I want to live? You want to live 2 weeks after something? You want to live, 4 months? You want to live a year? You want to live 2 years? I'm being really serious here, because I'm not one of these people who go, well, everybody should have, 3 months. That's what the government tells everybody to do. And if you have more than 3 months, you don't look like a radical, crazy person. So I'm just going to tell people 3 months worth of food. Get out of town. You need as much food as you can store. All of it. Well, okay, I'm going to get to that in a minute. You need high-calorie crops, potatoes, sweet potatoes. You need beans, rice. You need noodles. You need rice. You need sugars. You need spice and everything nice. You need all that stuff. Water. Water goes along with food. Come on now. And you need to stock it up. And whatever you do, please, I do not want to hear this. I cringe on this. Hey, I recorded a podcast with a guy named Selko. Selko is a man that lived through the Bosnia War. And he talked about food and water and how they survived with no food and no water and what they ate. And I will say this with 100% certainty. If you think you're going to go out to a little farm and start growing things so your family can survive, you have been reading the books that aren't true. If you think that you're going to have some pigs and cows on your little neighborhood about 3 miles outside of town, you're like, hey, we're set. We got 3 cows out there and some chickens. We're set. You're wrong. I call that tomorrow's supermarket. They're going to come and take that from you before you even know what's going on. And hopefully you don't die in that event, because 50 people, you can't stop 50 people. I don't care what kind of gun you have. They're going to come and kill your livestock, and they're going to eat it. They're going to split it up and eat it. And you're either going to be dead or you're going to be watching it from the window, afraid to do anything. Ooh, that's the real side of me. Sorry. But you cannot rely on food you're going to plant or animals you got out back. You just cannot do that. Selko would say that they had this tomato plant that he was nurturing in Bosnia. And he as soon as a little tomato came on it, he said someone would eat it. He goes, it wouldn't even get to like the size of a $50, because people knew that was a fruit. They could eat it, or a vegetable, whatever you call a tomato. And they would eat it. They would eat some of the plants just raw before it even could grow a vegetable. We've never experienced that in America, maybe in the Great Depression. But we haven't experienced some of the things that he talks about, because you guys know, if the food supply stops, the government says that like 90% of the people are going to die. Literally 90%. That's the EMP Commission says that. So you need to store as much food as you want to live. Now, you might go, I can't store 5, 6, 7 years. Well, you probably can. You just don't want to. But you could store literally beans and rice and pasta. I think we calculated all the pounds that you need for 1 year's worth of food for a family, beans and rice. And I think you could buy that. This was 5 years ago. You could buy enough food for a family, just beans and rice, that kind of stuff, for about $800. So then it's all storage. I mean, if it's $800, we're not talking, it's not the money. Let's be honest. That's not the money. Everyone has $800 extra. They can, sell some aluminum cans for a year and get $800. So it's not the money, it's the storage location then. That's another question, another issue we're not going to address today, but you can store a year's worth of food easy. Now make sure you put some Beano in that. So you need, like I said, high calorie, beans and rice and, noodles, powdered tomato sauce, powdered butter. There's so many things you can do. And you have time. Time is on your side right now. Okay? So store food for immediately, like you can eat next week, and also store food. So like my freeze-dried food, I sell Legacy Food, which I'm going to give you the URL for in the bottom down there. But Legacy Food is the best. It is absolutely the best. Don't be buying this other crap. Don't be buying My Patriot Supply. Seriously, costs too much, doesn't taste very good. Wise Food was sued by the government because they were lying about portions and meals and calories. The best food on the market, I think, that my group did research is called Legacy Food. Don't go to Legacy and buy it. I'm going to save you like 20% if you buy it from me. Okay, because I have a private buying club and you can participate because you're part of the team here. So anyway, so you want food, you want to double your pantry, triple your pantry, quadruple your pantry, then you want long-term food. Okay, mistakes people are making with their food preps is one, not storing enough food. We got seeds. Man, seeds are only good when the piece comes back and there's safety in the hood. Okay, that's the only time seeds are good. Unless you can grow them in-house, which at my retreat, we're going to grow like alfalfa sprouts and things like that for our rabbits, but we're not, and we'll probably grow some tomato. We're going to grow a few things, but we have grow lights and all that stuff. They're not going to be outside. No, gosh, no. Not rotating your food. So the great thing about, like, if you freeze-dried your own food, you got to rotate that like every year. But if you do freeze-dried food, like from Legacy, it's good for 25 years. So if you're rotating food 25 years, I mean, we're doing that. We've had food for over, what was the first food company we bought? I forgot what it was, but yeah, they're not even in business anymore, but we've started eating that stuff. It's been 25 years since we've had that. No cooking plan. Oh, hello. That's the other podcast I did on the My Solar Oven that everyone absolutely needs. One is done and two is one, something like that. Come on. Now, you need two of them, but at least start with one. Because what if they break? What if someone steals one? So you need a cooking plan, a My Solar Oven. In that way, and you could have a rocket stove, but rocket stoves smoke. You don't want people to know you're cooking food. They're coming to get your food. So also take some hard candy, like I don't know, like the kind your grandmother used to give you, butterscotch, little cinnamon disc things. Throw them in all your buckets. That way you could just have little surprises every time you open a bucket. Just throw them all in there. They keep forever. Okay? Throw them in there, put them in maybe a baggie or something. And when you open it, the kids are excited and you're opening them like, yeah, and they can suck on candy. They haven't seen candy in like 6 years and all of a sudden, yeah. But put together a plan as well, guys. You got to have a plan, a food plan. Know how much money, how much food you got, how many calories you got, because you got to have calories. You got to have major calories. Men up to 2,500 calories when the grid's down because you're doing a lot of work. Women, your calorie count's going to go higher as well. So you never have enough food and water. Don't have 17 knives and starve to death. Okay? Don't have 72,000 rounds of ammo and you can't eat tomorrow and your kids are crying. Put your money in the food. Okay? So, first of all, your home, you got to get it stocked up 30, 90 days, minimum 90 days in your home. Minimum. That means 90 days, you don't have to go to a grocery store. Build a cooking system. Buy a solar oven, a mysolaroven.com. Yes, that's an advertisement. You can learn how to grow stuff. I would grow stuff inside if you got room. I know our retreat, we got lots of room to grow inside. Our underground bunkers, we don't have underground bunkers. There is actually an underground bunker, but we use it as a reloading room because it's so tiny. I mean, what are we going to do? Let 70 people fight for a room built for 5 people? No, we're not. We literally took the door off, so that wouldn't happen. But you got to rotate your food. Maybe learn how to grow food. No, maybe learn how to recognize plants in the wild. So do everything now. Get your knowledge, your mindset now. You're not going to want to freak out when everything happens. Okay? Food security is built on layers, not overnight. I mean, it's not built overnight. It's built on layers because you gotta have oils, you gotta have butters, you gotta have powdered butter's great, eggs, powdered eggs. You got dehydrated, vegetables. You gotta have you get some canned stuff. I don't care, get some candy, get some dehydrated water. So that's a joke, by the way. Dehydrated water. Seriously, you didn't just believe that, did you? So, but yes, don't panic buy. Look for sales. If you want freeze-dried food, the best. It's going to taste the best. It's going to last a long time. I'm going to leave a link to my store that you save 20% on Legacy. That's from buying it from Legacy or on Amazon. You save money from buying it from me because I am one of the largest resellers of Legacy for a small business that Legacy has. They love me. So yes, and you're in a buying group with me here. So put together a plan. After working with people for years, the biggest issue I've ever seen is the lack of effort and knowledge when it comes to food. So let me tell you another. I've already advertised 2 of my products. That is a mysolaroven.com. And the other one was, the other ones I'm going to leave down in the bottom down there. You can go to Prepper Finds and find my freeze-dried food. But also, I do consulting service all the time for families. And they ask me questions. How much food do I need? We got 6 people. I'm here to help. But I do have a consulting business. And the name of my website is prepperconsulting.com. prepperconsulting.com. And we do comms, we do food, we do everything. Bug out plans. You can hire us and skip some of the actual planning part, and we'll plan it for you, help you guys, put it in action as well and practice. But that's what we do. I've been doing this for years. I've done hundreds of families. I got 2 calls on Friday with one call. I don't even know what it's about. He wouldn't tell me. But the other one, I know it's with a family. It's probably my 3rd call with them, helping them. But I do consulting. And Patrick, the other voice on the Prepping Academy, he does consulting. So he does all the comm stuff. I don't go there. I do go there, but I'm not smart enough to consult with that. But you need a personalized strategy, a cooking plan. And so if you're serious about getting your food in place, you should consider our consulting. If you don't, go buy food. Way more than you want. More than you need Again, I always ask people's like, how much food? How much food? And my question is always to them, how long do you want to live? Do you want family members to come too? There's a lot of variables there. But how long do you want to live? Well, I want my family to have at least a year's worth of food. Hopefully things can get back to normal after about a year. And I'm like, okay, well then let's shoot for a year. Here's what we need to do. So anyway, I hope this was a blessing. I hope this encouraged you. I hope it challenged you more than anything. I hope it encouraged you, challenged you, motivated you, and to get a solar oven and to get ready for the end of the world going down the toilet. It's not going down the toilet. But anyway, God bless you guys. You can respond in the comments. You can send us an email. You can find us at thepreppingacademy.com, brand new website we released, guys, and it's sweet looking. It's nice. It's very nice. Thepreppingacademy.com. I know it's called, preppingacademy.com. No D in front of it. I think I own that one though. But preppingacademy.com. You can get Patrick and I, you can sign up from there you can find the security, but the consulting is prepperconsulting.com. Anyway, if you guys lasted this long, you're troopers. Love you, mean it, and God bless you guys, and we will see you on the next podcast. You guys, not really see you, but talk to you. And so anyway, you guys take care. God bless.
Thanks for listening to the Prepping Academy podcast. Preppers Unite at www.preppingacademy.com.
Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.